Hi guys, it's been a while since you've seen me on my channel. I can explain, but maybe not in this video. Like, the theme for this month for me in particular has been relationships. Self-identity in relationships. That's what it's been centered around, for me at least. I don't know about everybody else, but that's just something I wanted to talk about. September for me was a month of reflecting on relationships, but my personal relationships, right? The only reason why I've decided I'm even going to come out with this video and talk about relationships is because I'm realizing that I wasn't ready to deal with people until I was ready to understand myself. So a lot of the time I feel like some people may have came, but even though they came and went, it's like the experiences I had gone through really hurt because I felt like my identity was shaken. My ego was very bruised and hurt. And because it was very bruised and hurt, I was just like, I don't want to deal with people. Like, I really don't. I had to come to terms with the fact that this world is evil. As in, unfortunately, it's just the way it is. As in, there's really horrible people in this world and there's really nice people, but I just happen to come across the wrong people. Everyone is flawed. Anyways, I'm realizing things that I was expecting, or things that I was maybe imagining or having delusions or illusions over. And I need to be realistic. Honestly, I should stop saying I need to be realistic, because humans will be humans. Everyone has their own way of interpreting things. They have their own motivations or intentions as to why they are in a relationship or in a group dynamic. I can't find out all the answers. I could try, but I could be wasting my time. Some hard truths I never wanted, hard pills I never wanted to swallow, I have to swallow because it's a reality I kind of have to accept, unfortunately. It's sad, but it's the truth. So, I don't even like to get too personal, but I was thinking about self-identity in relationships. Sometimes I didn't assert myself like I should have asserted myself. Sometimes I never explained myself or gave the last opinion because I felt like whatever I had to say was never that important, or the person was just not willing to listen because they were so hard-headed. And me too, I am hard-headed, but I'm able to listen, hear and interpret, or understand at least. And for me, understanding is so important because you can communicate to someone. It's like going in one ear and out the other. It's just not gonna work no matter what you do. At the beginning of the year, I felt like I didn't really know who I was, or whoever I was just not working. As in, I felt like my ego was being bruised because I was being me, but I felt like the adverse reaction was happening. It's like I could be a diplomatic person, but then I was like, screw that shit, because at the end of the day, they don't respect you. They put themselves over you. So my issue was that I was kind of dishonoring myself because I never, not that I didn't say the last word, but I never spoke my mind or was in my heart or whatever it was. But the only reason why I never did was because some people are just dedicated to misunderstanding you. As in, no matter what you say, they don't hear you. They don't get it at all. And you know what? I was just like, okay, whatever, man. Like, I don't know what to say anymore. For me, a situation either has problems and solutions, it's workable, or it's unworkable. As in, does something work? If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then that's even better, because you don't have to keep working on something that's not working. That's just how I see things. Sometimes some things are complicated, and that's okay. But my thing was that when you dishonor yourself, how much do you love yourself? Like, how much are you putting someone else over yourself that wouldn't even put you over them? As in, sometimes I had to think, if that person was in your shoes, would they react the same way you're reacting? They most probably would choose themselves. Choose you, honestly. Like, at the end of the day, you have yourself. I was just realizing that I was putting too much energy into other people. And to be honest, I want to water my own freaking grass, not somebody else's, not the neighbors. I just want to water my own land, right, before I'm beneficial for anybody else. And I was realizing that I'm in a transitional period where I'm learning about me in relationships and the attributes that I have or had in relationships and the attributes I don't want to have anymore. People will assert themselves and assert their boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, people will be fine to walk all over it because they chose themselves and you didn't. You let it happen. So what I'm trying to say is what you allow will always continue.